Hi YouTube, and this is JTrain997, and I'm back this time with my review of the G.I. Joe Retaliation Joe Colton figure. Now, get a good look at him here in the packaging. I actually found myself surprisingly excited for this. I thought at first I was kind of disappointed when I heard that they were originally trying to get Sergeant Slaughter to play this role in the movie, and when they found out his wrestling contract kind of prevented him, they decided to go with Bruce Willis's Joe Colton. But still an interesting choice, and at the time I make this video I haven't seen the movie, so he looks like he does great from the credits. I mean the trailers. As you can see here, he comes with a shotgun, a revolver, and the same stupid giant missile launcher that the first Duke we got came with. But not like I'm going to use that anyway. On the back here you can see some different poses. And his reader says, Joe Colton is the original G.I. Joe hero. He returns to action in the nick of time as G.I. Joe teams fight off evil Cobra forces. Incredibly brave and strong, Joe Colton blasts the enemy with his own mighty arsenal, including a rapid-fire four-barreled missile launcher. Over here, the Dark Ninja, Alley Viper, Cyber Ninja, and Lady J. So, I've actually heard some bad stuff about Joe Colton's eyes coming crossed because of the paint job, and with mine here, it looks pretty much like they're crossed, but when I found him, he was the only one in the store, and I didn't want to pass him up. But that being said, let's open him up and see how the figure stacks up. And here we have Joe Colton out of the packaging. Once again, these figures don't come with bases. I'll put a base with them just so they'll stand up during the review. I hate that they don't come with bases. He did come with 4 missiles to fill up the launcher, but I, of course, made sure I was putting the cord in the right way. One flew across the room, I lost it. And I don't really care because I don't use these things. One of the strange things I think they took out was, even though they gave him Duke's same generic little launcher, which is even the same color as Duke got, they didn't give him the little shoulder piece to mount down to help keep the launcher on, which is really a poor opinion on my part. So all you can really do is slide it on top of the gun, which I'm doing wrong, it would seem. There we go. And that just makes the figure incredibly off balance and heavy. But you pull the ripcord out, that happens. And this goes in a spare parts bin, never to be seen again. Joe Colton also, of course, comes with his shotgun, which I believe is the same one that Quinn is going to come with when he gets released in this line, his revolver, and a little mini handgun. He does have a shoulder holster, which I thought had a removable gun, but that is sculpted in. So, let's actually get a look at his detail here. Once again, not crazy about the eyes on that, but what can you do? I'll probably keep a look at it to see if I can find a better Joe Colton head. He does have a little... I really do dig the under the shoulder straps they've got going on here. Of course, camo pants, boots. Not an incredibly complex figure, but it's nice enough. And if you've got a 3 3/4 inch figure with a suit on, you can easily double up, take the head off, make him from a different part of the movie. The shotgun is actually really nice. I'm digging this. Hope we see this reused a lot more. I can't remember if we've seen this gun before, but if we have, it hasn't been a lot. His revolver doesn't fit great in this hand, but it fits well enough. Now pulling him off his base, Joe Colton does up and down, a full 360 at the head. Arms go up, do a full 360, single joint at the elbow, bend and spin. Spin at the wrist, and I believe, yep, they've actually got a hinge, which is really nice to see. Looks like Hasbro is not cheaping out on the articulation as much as they were. Legs go forward, back, and out. Double jointed at the knee. And they have an ankle joint. It still retains the majority of its articulation despite the way his pants come down, which is nice. Can't really tell if they've got a pivot with his pants leg on, though. So let's get him back here. Joe Colton isn't horribly hard to find. I've been to probably at this point 7 or 8 stores that have these, and out of those 7 or 8, at least 4 of them had enough Joe Coltons for everybody. But at the time I bought mine, nope. And I haven't really been checking them to see how bad the eyes are because I've mainly been focused on getting everybody. And now I can't get his foot pegs to line up. Still hate that we don't get foot pegs for these figures. I mean bases. Thank God they put foot pegs in. I'd be really pissed off then. Get a shotgun in his hands. This line is, again, running you $10 a figure. I said it before, I'll say it again. That's just too much for a G.I. Joe. But Joe Colton is an interesting character. I don't believe we've ever gotten a 3 3/4 inch Joe Colton. I might be wrong on that, but at the very least, it's nice to have a figure like this. And hey, at the very, you can even make a Die Hard figure if you wanted to. Or if you can find a little mini Joseph Gordon-Levitt, a Looper custom. So, is Joe Colton an amazing figure? No, but he's pretty solid. Check yours in package if you've got more than one. On the peg, make sure you check your eyes. At the end of the day, he's a pretty solid addition to your Joe line. And that being said, this is JTrain997, and I'll see you soon, YouTube.